I don't know. Let's do Crime in the City. Crime in the City 4 episode. Hopefully they not no bullshit.
This week, a man is charged with attempted murder after a violent subway assault.
I don't know why anybody would do that to anybody else.
And a shocking attack with bats and a machete is caught on camera.
Okay, so that's on your arm, and you said
Bro's
your back as well?
Right now,
in London, he had a fucking machete.
Fox 5's Crime in the City.
Oh.
Here are the crimes across the 5
Manhattan, Harlem, Bronx.
boroughs. We start this week on Manhattan's Upper East Side, where a woman is shoved headfirst into the side of a train.
The suspect was arrested at a shelter in Queens, and as you said, we're awaiting his arraignment still at the criminal courthouse
What the
in Lower
fuck is wrong with people, bro?
Manhattan. What he is accused of is probably something just about every subway rider has considered, with a train pulling into a station, where probably many think a threat is over once that train is in the station. What's alleged to have happened in this case appears to shatter that delusion.
Hey, why'd you do it?
Arrested Tuesday morning, Kamal Semrod bent over to try to avoid cameras as a 39-year-old was charged with a random violent assault on a female subway rider, Amin Asoy, allegedly pushing her head against a moving subway train at the 63rd Street and Lexington Avenue subway station on the Upper East Side Sunday morning.
I don't know why anybody would do that to anybody else.
Amin is a Turkish immigrant working at an Upper East Side coffee shop to make a living. Instead, the 35-year-old woman is now in critical condition and facing an uphill battle, suffering from severe head and spine.
I always looked at that subway like, bro, I feel like, I don't know, bro, motherfuckers can die all the time with subways. Like, that shit looks scary to me, bro. I'd always be in the back. I wouldn't even be nowhere near the fucking train.
No injuries. A GoFundMe page has been set up tonight with a $500,000 goal.
Bro, we did that
She's
shit.
tiny. She's petite.
Her next-door neighbor in
Don't
Queens
let her to
amongst
jail,
those
bro.
heartbroken but pulling for Amin's full recovery.
Really terrible. So, and
the
she
best for
seems
her.
like a lovely person. We always say hello to each other. So it just,
I knew her.
I hope she makes it.
The suspect,
Something
Kamal
like that back then,
Semrod,
yeah.
is being charged with attempted murder and assault. Police say with the train moving, he put his open palms on the back of Amin's head and with both hands smashed her head against the moving train.
What
While
the
the motive
fuck?
is unknown, solving that mystery will be of little help for Amin Asoy.
Family and friends of Amin tell us tonight that she was initially told by doctors that she would not be able to move again from the neck down, but they say the good news here tonight is that she has been able to move her arms. They certainly hope that her condition continues to improve. Again, we are awaiting the arraignment of the suspect in this case.
The fuck
Then, up in Washington Heights, an innocent bystander is killed in a drive-by shooting outside a deli.
There are delis right on pretty much every single street corner in the city, especially in this neighborhood. Neighbors, though, say that this one in particular was targeted several times in recent months. The question, of course, now is why it all happened so fast that police have yet to pin down the person or people who did it. And we're zooming in a bit closer right now because you can still see that single bullet hole through the front door as you're walking by. As far as the victim, it appears he was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
I believe in rehabilitation. That's why I don't wish jail upon people. But it's when you start taking advantage of women, or you feel me, R-wording women and doing shit like that. That's where, you feel me, I draw the line. And you feel me, you start killing innocents. That's where it's like, it's on you, bro. Like, I can't fuck with them two type of things, bro. Throw them in jail. But it's like, when people are raised in a certain environment, that's the only way they know how to live. I feel like jail not gonna help them. I feel like rehabilitation is gonna be best for them. That's why I don't wish jail upon certain people.
Police carefully canvassed the area outside a Washington Heights deli after a hail of gunfire from a drive-by shooting left a 66-year-old man dead. According to the NYPD, police responded to a 911 call for reports of a person shot just after 7 o'clock last night. It all happened at the intersection of Broadway and West 162nd Street.
We heard what sounded like firecrackers, and then we didn't think anything of it until we saw people running down.
Yo, bro, firecrackers sound... Fireworks, firecrackers, you can tell the difference between a fucking gunshot.
The block.
Elizabeth Diaz was playing
Firecrackers
dominoes
is
nearby
crazy.
when she suddenly heard gunshots. Diaz stopped and ducked for cover on the busy Manhattan sidewalk. Then she says she saw the victim, identified by police as Retta Gergis, lying on the ground with no signs of life.
There wasn't anything anyone can do. No. And then by the time we came up here, there were people around him.
Gergis was rushed to Metropolitan Hospital with the
Now they do sound similar, but I forget the difference. I think firecrackers echo, or is it? It's one of the two, bro. Like I can tell the difference between a fucking firework and a gunshot. Like I can tell the difference, bro. One of them echoes loud, way worse and way louder than the other one.
Single gunshot wound to the head, but later died from his injuries. Cops say he was not an employee at the Chopped Cheese Deli where the shooting broke out, nor do they believe he was the intended target. The gunman sped off down Broadway in a gray Audi. That car is now the focus of this investigation.
Thank you.
Police cordoned off the crime scene, searched underneath cars with flashlights, and scavenged for shell casings. What appears to be a bullet hole can also seen piercing through the deli's front door.
I was raised on this block and I'm 52, so it's really sad to see this kind of stuff going on.
Now, according to the latest NYPD statistics, the 33rd precinct, which covers this area specifically, reported 1 murder over the course of the past year, not counting this incident. Look at the bigger picture. Murders citywide are down 33%. Again, though, no arrests at this time. This is very much an active investigation.
Now over in Hell's Kitchen, the NYPD is searching for a group of people accused of beating and robbing a 17-year-old.
Police are on the lookout for a group of people who beat and robbed a teenager. This happened in Hell's Kitchen back on April 16th. Police say the 17-year-old victim was lured to 41st Street and 9th Avenue.
There's 6 people here. Who did what to what?
That's where a group of 6 people attacked him. He was beaten, kicked, and hit with a glass bottle. Police say the suspects took his necklace and smashed his iPad. The teen was treated.
They some haters, bro. You're not even gonna steal the iPad. You're just gonna break it.
At a local hospital for a cut to his head. But if you have any information, call Crime Stoppers. That number 800-577.
Those are all the suspects? What the fuck y'all beating them with a bottle then? Nah. What the fuck?
At a local hospital for a cut to his head. But if you have any information, call Crime Stoppers. That number 800-577-TIPS.
Moving to the Bronx and the scene of a violent robbery in Bedford Park.
Oh! And 4 fucking K.
Take a look at your screen because
look right at the camera.
Police are searching for a group of suspects accused of a violent robbery in the Bronx. It happened last Thursday at 11:15 in the morning at a gas station on Jerome Avenue. This is in
No mask is fucking crazy, bro.
Bedford Park. Police say 4 men entered and tried to leave without paying for the merchandise they had. Then they attacked 2 employees who tried to stop them. Paramedics.
Y'all just try to walk into the store, take some shit, and walk out.
It's rushed one of the victims to the hospital with bruising and a broken thumb. That employee is expected to recover, but if you have any information, call Crime Stoppers. That number 800-577-TIPS.
And finally, leaving the city, a shocking attack is caught on camera at a Patterson mechanic shop.
Surveillance video captures a horrific attack in New Jersey where the owner of a mechanic shop says he and his employees were hit with baseball bats and a machete.
That's right. Fox 5's Stephanie Bertini spoke with the business owner in Patterson as well as one of his employees who are still recovering and has more.
It's one of those things you probably have to see
He's acting.
It's a movie. It's a movie. It's a movie. New Jersey truck repair shop caught a brawl in the streets. As you can see, it happened in broad daylight.
They was arguing for the parking.
Randy Campos is an employee at the shop. He's still recovering. Okay, so that's on your arm, and you said your back as well? The bruises, he says, because he jumped in.
They attacked my boss.
His boss has been operating here at 70 Mill Street for more than a decade, he says.
He came out from nowhere and...
Shocked?
Well, yeah, I was surprised because, like, for me, he said, I don't have no problem with nobody. I'm here to make a living.
He says the dispute was over street parking in front of the business, public parking.
Like, this is the definition of a fucking crash out. You got no mask, you hop out with a machete over a fucking parking spot. Yo, bro, this is why I don't fuck with people on the road, bro. Like, I know road rage is real, bro. I'll be damned if I fucking have to defend myself in traffic over fucking cutting somebody off for some bullshit, bro. Like, I'm not honking my horn. I rarely honk my horn. That's some matter of fucking red light for 20 seconds. I'll honk my horn. But like, I don't be doing that shit on the road, bro. Cause I don't know what other people be going through, and they be willing to crash out over stupid shit. I'm not trying to do that.
Says this city councilman.
This is public parking, but people cannot take the law in their hands. If you have a problem with the parking, call the police department. They will address it according to it.
The police were called.
That 4PF shirt? Oh, hell no.
And that's the report number? Okay. They showed us the paperwork. The men say there were weapons used.
They used this one and hit him.
What the fuck is that? A makeshift bat?
Here.
The owner of the business had to get a few stitches.
Yeah, they had to they attacked me with a bat.
He's healing now.
So your shoulder as well.
And hoping police
already trying to already got
arrest
those responsible. Look at him. Yo.
The men say they know who did this. They say they're familiar faces from the area. We reached out to the Patterson Police Department. We're waiting to hear back.
And that's this week's Crime in the City.
Oh, what the fuck? Yeah, that girl got pushed in the trash. That's wild, bro. Like, fucking, I couldn't imagine, bro, from the waist down or the neck down. She can move a little bit, but damn, bro. Hopefully she get her full, like, mobility back.